especially tonight. I think the amount of shots, the amount of chances, the amount of moments in and around the opponent's box was good. I thought the way we approached the second half to try to win the game, to try to create chances, but still have control and not lose control of the match or any similar counterattacks or anything like that. So I was very pleased with our chance creation in the second half and the management of the game. Um, just not pleased with obviously finishing. I think we need to at least score one. I also think that we got the short end of the stick on the penalty calls tonight. I think for sure there's two moments that are clear penalties that the officials and those sitting in VAR decided not to act upon, which I'd love an explanation for, but I won't get.
And lastly, from me, just the partnership with Son and Bouanga. How do you see that growing? And are you seeing signs and indications that it's coming together the way you want it?
I'm not concerned about those two. I'm concerned about how we gel as a team. This is not about individuals. It never has been, and as far as I'm here, as long as I'm here, it never will be. Those are 2 out of 11 players on the pitch, and we need to find collective solutions and not just talk about those two.
All right, we'll go next to Justin Rudderman and then Steve Hahn after that.
Hi, Coach. Thanks for the time. Just two-parter on Son. First, your reaction to his first goal. And secondly, at the end there, 97th minute, he's running back to midfield to pick up the ball, to drive forward and try and find that winner. Just what is the mentality that he's brought to this team to add?
He's a competitor and he's a winner. And on top of that, he has qualities that not a lot of players have in this league. And so it's a much needed breath of fresh air and sense of motivation or wind in our sails that we definitely can feel. And it's pushing us. We've had 3 tough road games. It's not easy places to play, a lot of travel, some weather, and you come away with 5 points. But you've also put yourselves in position to win these games too. And so, from my perspective, it's been a very positive road trip. I think it's the journalists and social media's job to comment on that. Of course, it's a wonderful free kick.
Thank you.
And we'll finish with Steve Hahn.
Thank you, Coach. Thanks for taking your time. So would it be safe to say that Sonny is now the first option set piece taker for LAFC going forward?
Depends on where the set piece is. There's just many things many factors go into deciding that. But options are great. Every coach wants options, and we have options.
Your thoughts on the game and where the team goes forward after this?
Yeah, well, I'm no liar, so we definitely had a clear, what looked like to me, a clear penalty in the first half. And I think we did a good job as a team. We were aggressive, we were on the front foot. I don't remember, it is my job to play defense, and I don't remember them having too many chances or too many shots or creating too much chaos, which after a day is great, but still we did not keep the clean sheet, so that's also a bit frustrating. But I think we did good. Like we hit the bar, we were dangerous. I think a little bit more patience. A couple of days ago, or maybe a week or so ago, I was asking for us to be a little bit more cutthroat in the final third. I think it's coming. I know guys really want to get that goal, but patience is, it's an interesting one. But overall, I'm proud of how the guys performed today.
Thank you. We'll get started with questions. Justin, go ahead.
Thank you. Thanks for the time. And Kosi, just being back in Dallas, what was the experience like for you?
I mean, yeah, this is a job. They didn't fly me out here to hang with some friends. And I would have more preferred to be getting back on the plane with 3 points and heading home. We were really trying to get minimum 7 points out of these 3 away games because that would set us up in a real prime situation going into what some like to call a 6-point game, have you will. Yeah, it's not a holiday. Yeah, and good question. Thank you. I think it's a culmination of everything. You know, the context of you add it all. It's sort of a slippery slope, as you will. These things kind of, you know, the snowball effect creates an avalanche. These situations could have had a penalty for sure, could have had a win. Same, you look at situations in Chicago, you look at New England, and then now we're here where we are today. But yeah, like I said, I think the team's trending in the right direction. I was a couple minutes ago, I was saying it feels like a loss a little bit. And I think that's a great thing. It should feel like a loss so that, you know, everyone in this locker room has the absolute attitude of winning and winning only. You don't want to be leaving here going like, hey, great job today, guys. We did our job. Like, no, we didn't really. We want to leave with the 3 points. And outside of any decisions of whistles that we don't carry while we run around when we play, we have to do what we can. So yeah, it's a bit disappointing for sure. Uh, yeah, I mean, is one day later on in many years, I'll look back at it for sure. I remember, I mean, I had one of the best seats in the house. I was standing next to the wall and just kind of to block the goalie. And then as I turned, I was like, yeah, he should be putting it somewhere in the top corner. We were practicing free kicks the day before. So I was like, it should, I'm just gonna, and I looked just in the top corner and yeah, you know, like magic. The ball just ended up there. So it was nice to see. I was incredibly happy for him. But like this guy's first 3 games, you know, hang it in the Louvre. Is earn a penalty, then get an assist, then get a goal. It's like so I don't know what's gonna happen next week. That's on him, but he's doing a phenomenal job, and I love his energy. Of course.
I was standing next to the wall, him, so I unfortunately didn't see too much of it. But yeah, I'm very happy for him. He's a very nice guy. He's helping us a lot already, and yeah, I'm super happy for him.
Good. You know, he's been an important part of the team throughout the entire season. I know the midfield has a lot of depth and you brought in new players, but just wondering if you could talk about if you have to play without him, what does that mean for the group? And does that change anything in terms of what you guys try to do on the field?
Yeah, like you said, Igor has been a very important player for us this year, so it will hurt us that we will be missing him, but we also don't know what it is right now. So I don't want to talk too much about it. Yeah, but Igor has been a very important player for us. He helps us to stay connected, helps connecting the game from the back to the front, but also the other way, like when we're pressing. So yeah, he's just been a key player, and now it's going to be tough to replace him.
And one more from me. In the last 3 weeks, you've had a week between games. You have a chance to do a lot of training. What have you seen from the group over that period? And do you feel like you're making progress, even if the results, you know, it's 5 of 9 instead of 7 of 9? Maybe the results aren't exactly what you wanted, but are you seeing the team move forward and growing together over this period?
Yes, for sure. I've seen some progress over these 3 weeks. Yeah, we've been working hard. We've been working well. Like we really worked on some stuff, which is important. So yeah, these 1 week periods between games have been helping us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Timmy. That'll do it for tonight.